everybody, and welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, the author of The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss, and this is where I show you recipes that will help you achieve and maintain healthy, permanent, and sustainable weight loss. So many people have asked me how I make air fries in my Breville, and I've been hesitant to do that because it's kind of boring because you literally cut the potato and put it in. But this is what you want to see, so I'm happy to show it to you. Realize there's so many wonderful air frying books already out there by Kathy Hester or JL Fields, but I'm just going to show you how I do it. Now, of course, you will need an air fryer, and I recommend the Breville. I get nothing for saying that. Breville won't even answer my emails, but it really is the best air fryer. Not that the other ones are not good. They're wonderful. I've showed you so many of them on other videos, but the thing is they don't make enough. And if you're going to eat the way that I recommend, a whole food plant-based diet without sugar, oil, and salt, you gotta eat starch. You gotta have starch, miles and miles and miles of starch. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that all I eat is vegetables or recommend. No, I eat 3 to 4 pounds of starch a day, mostly from potatoes and sweet potatoes. The thing is without the Breville, you're gonna have to keep making batches and you're gonna get hungry. So the Breville is also a dehydrator and a toaster, and it does so many things. As a matter of fact, I live in the desert now where it's really hot, and when I use my real double ovens, which I paid extra for, it really heats up the whole house. The Breville doesn't do that. So I wish somebody from Breville would watch and say thank you, because I know I've sold a lot of them for you. Anyway, one of the things that really makes French fry making easy is a cutter, and you can see all these products in my Amazon store. So I love this one. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use. Even though I've got a bad shoulder here from pickleball, I'm going to be able to use it left-handed. And the air fryer comes with the trays, and you can get extra, but you really aren't supposed to do more than 2 trays at a time. Now, I know I've shown you in other videos, one of my favorite ways to make air fries is to cook the potato first. Usually I would do that in the microwave. If you don't want to do microwaves, you could steam it in your Instant Pot and refrigerate it, because it does something that makes the crispiness even better. And when I do that, I look for the biggest russet that I can find, and then I cut it in 4 to 6 like steak fry wedges. Now, that's how I love it, really extra crisp, but my husband prefers French fries looking more like French fries, and so therefore we're going to use this cutter. You can get various blades for this, but I like the one that is kind of French fry size. So when I'm using the cutter, I want to make sure that I have smaller potatoes, just because I got an injury right here, and it's just really hard if you use very, very big potatoes. And so what I'll do is I'll get the organic bag of russet potatoes at Trader Joe's, and I always get the 3-pound bag because that's a serving in my family for each of us, 1.5 pounds of starch. You know, people say, oh, can I have a potato? No, you can have a whole bunch of potatoes. This is actually about 2.5 pounds because one of the potatoes was bad. I had to throw it away. So this will be almost enough for 2 people. So I just can't imagine eating less than a pound of starch in a sitting unless you want to be hungry. Now, if you want to use this on sweet potatoes, you can. I researched this very carefully on Amazon and other websites because I wanted one to bake sweet potato fries with. You can, but with sweet potato fries, depending on the size, they recommend you microwave them for about 1 minute. You can't use the trick of cooking the potato, refrigerating it, and then cutting with this. It will make it smush. So you want to use the regular potatoes without cooking it first, and the sweet potatoes you want to look for kind of smaller ones unless you're really small, and maybe microwave them for 1 minute. Sweet potatoes are much harder to cut, but when you get potatoes like this, look how easy. You put it in, and I'm doing it, gotta put the suction cups down, and I'm even able to do it left-handed, and look at how it comes out, just like the Vitamita Vegemin, you know, from Lucy. Meats, vitamins, vegetables, whatever. Now, if I'm doing it right-handed, which I am, it just kind of hurts. Look at that, guys. They're beautiful. And you can put seasoning on. I love putting, you know, the pepperoni spice from Local Spicery on it. I like putting sometimes chili powder on, but usually I just like them plain. But you can see how easy this is, that I was able to do it left-handed when I'm not left-handed. So you don't want to crowd the trays, for sure. And these are just, they're so good. I serve these to company. See, even left-handed I can do it, even though it's easier right. Look at how perfect these are. And they're all the same size, which is nice, because when you cut them different sizes, they cook differently. And of course, you can take more time straightening them out, which I'm not doing. Oop, if it gets, there we go. Whoop, there we go. It really didn't take much much force to do it. So, and again, you probably want to put the suction cups on a little bit more carefully than I did. So that tray looks pretty good. Now the thing is if you're doing more than one tray, you do want to rotate that about halfway full. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is just spend a little bit of time putting them in an even level so that they'll cook nice and evenly. Same amount on each tray. And boy, these are delicious. Regular people like them. You don't need oil, you don't need salt, you need starch. Miles and miles and miles of starch. You should hear my song called Yankee McDougal that I sang at the McDougal conference a few years ago about starch. I'm an eater of potatoes. I eat potatoes every day. They're the reason that I am so trim, and this is what I get to weigh. Hey, hey, hey. So now what I have to do is put these in the Breville, which I've preheated to 400 degrees. You know, people always ask me what temperature, what time. I don't bother reading the books. I just do everything at 400 for 30 minutes and I hope it works. So I'm going to walk over to the Breville now, and then I'm going to put these in. And you kind of want to shoot for the middle. You don't want to do the real top and you don't want to do the real bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on 30 minutes. And then there's this button here that I'm going to push because it reminds me in 15 minutes to rotate the trays. So I'll come back in 15 minutes and I'll show you why you got to rotate the trays. So it's been 15 minutes and this beeped to tell me to rotate the trays, and I'm going to show you why it's important to rotate the trays when you have two trays. If you're just cooking one, you don't need to. You can see that the top one is starting to get nicely brown, and I'm just going to kind of take a spatula and, I mean, they don't really stick, but I just want to make sure that they don't, and just kind of move it around a little bit. Oops, well, one of them did stick after I told you they don't stick. But you're going to see that the tray that's underneath barely got cooked at all. That's why it's really important to rotate the trays. And this might take a little more than 30 minutes depending on the temperature of the potato you started with. So we'll come back in 15 minutes and we'll show you what they look like when they're done, and we're going to eat them. Well, there's the beep, which is nice because if you're in the other room, you can hear it. Now, I just want to let you know that I did add about 10 minutes, so these were 40 minutes because with two trays, they don't cook as fast, but I like them really crispy and brown, and no, I'm not afraid of acrylamides. You know, I've been volunteering in a hospital for 30 years, never seen one patient in there for eating air fries or acrylamide poisoning. So, look how beautiful these look. We're going to put them on a tray. Let's see how I can do that. Over here. Oh, at my house, every day is Friday. If you don't eat starch, if you don't eat potatoes, I'm just sad for you, because there is nothing more satiating or satisfying than potatoes. You know, if any of you know who Dr. Susanna Holt is, she created something called the Satiety Index. I've always wanted to interview her, and I've looked at her LinkedIn link. I cannot find her because she is the one that determined that the most satiating food on the planet was the potato. So thank you, Dr. McDougal, for making potatoes great again, and thank you, Dr. Holt, for proving they are the most satiating food. Starch, not fat. So now, look at how beautiful. We're going to go over and I'm going to taste them fresh and hot right for you. So now the best part, the eating. These are delicious on their own, honestly, even without any added salt. But I really like using a dipping sauce. One of my favorite things is ketchup or barbecue sauce. And you know, Well Your World, if you watched another video, I did make some delicious SOS free ones. You could also make your own. Charles, did you eat up all the ketchup? Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to eat these plain. God, I sure wish I had a sauce. My prayers have been answered. The Sauce Boss, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dylan Holmes, the founder of Well Your World. He makes the most delicious, compliant, SOS-free sauces, not just ketchup and barbecue sauce, which are perfect for potatoes, but the sriracha is amazing on everything, including French fries, and you can even go a little ethnic, Asian or Indian. But if you watch my channel, you know I recently released a video of his brand new salad dressings. It was a completely honest taste test. And when I was doing it, I said that at least 3 of the dressings, in my opinion, would make amazing dipping sauces. So as delicious as the Italian and the balsamic were on salad, I thought that the sweet heat, the sweet mustard, and the desert Catalina would lend themselves perfectly to sauces. So we're gonna try them.
I love them on potatoes.
We're gonna go off the grid, and we're gonna put one of these in every one. And then one of them, I'm gonna do a speedball, where I am going to mix sweet heat with the mustard, because I did that on the salad. Let's see, the mixture one way.
Oh, you're doing half and half.
I'm gonna do a half and half, because I wanna make 4 sauces.
There you go.
And there, put half of it in. You guys, these are delicious and so yummy. So we're gonna mix that up. So now, what we're gonna do is let's bring the fries back. And
Perfect.
now, if you watch Dylan, you know he's not afraid to eat and talk. He eats on his show all the time, but I'm going to do it more ladylike. So let's try. This is the Catalina, not it's.
That one, that's the desert Catalina.
It's good. Now, if you watch the video, I said that this was not my favorite on salad because I wasn't really a French dressing person. I'm not going to double dip, but as I had suspected, it's delicious on fries.
It's. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a salad dressing version, so it's a little bit sweeter than like a ketchup or a barbecue sauce, but some people love their tomato-based
It's in between.
Salad dressings, so.
This is as good as this ketchup and barbecue sauce. I love it. So what about this, the mustard, the honey mustard? It's not honey mustard.
Oh, you're gonna love this one.
Oh my God, I know I'm gonna love this one.
I dip with the mustard all the time.
Oh my God. I'm not double dipping, I'm using the other end. Don't limit yourself to using these as salad dressings. And don't limit yourself to using these as sauces.
Yeah.
This is so good.
I like that one. I thought you'd like that one.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so now.
I thought you'd like the sweet heat too. There we go, sweet heat.
Oh man.
That's a winner. They're all.
Yeah. If I do say so myself.
But yeah, these are my favorite too.
All right.
The sweet heat and the mustard.
Now let's see what happens. I had this idea for mixing sweet heat and mustard. Let me see.
I can't say I've done that before. I've had them side by side, but not mixed together.
It's really good.
You like that?
Oh my God.
These fries are really good. Reeve's been on my case to get one of these what are you calling this? Smart oven.
Yeah, Breville. Make sure though, because people ask what model, look at the link in my Amazon store because there are other models and you'll say, oh, I found one for $149. Unfortunately, they're almost $400. You can use your coupon at Bed Bath & Beyond, even though they say you can't. I have, and I've bought in several of these.
I've heard other people use it too.
So good, so good. You're not afraid to eat starch, are you?
Afraid to eat starch, that's all I eat.
I know.
I have, everybody wants me to stock up, or everybody talks about stocking up because of coronavirus. I've already got a year of starches in the basement.
Wow.
I didn't have to do anything. No, that's all I eat. We eat the same.
You guys, go to wellyourworld.com/chefaj. You can order these, get free shipping for orders over $50 if you're in the United States, but he will ship to the UK, Australia, and Canada with obviously not free. And you'll get a free month of his wonderful cooking show. There's 2 episodes new every month, probably 40 that are already there.
Yep.
Yeah, this is, everyone will love the honey mustard for sure.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
It's so good.
It's been a wild ride creating these sauces, but I mean, how did I start doing this? I just wanted to bring in simplicity.
But to have 10 amazing products, and yeah, you might not like every flavor, but everybody's gonna like something, that's for sure. And I'm so proud of you. And also, this is such a missing, because those of us that follow a sugar-free, oil-free, salt-free diet, we can't buy any condiments except one. There's one mustard we can buy.
Right, that one mustard.
Yeah.
And they're just not out there.
Yeah.
I mean, now they're out there.
Oh, Bailey, there's my dog Bailey. She
wants some sauce.
She doesn't want sauce, but she loves French fries. So, if somebody was like uncertain, their first time customer, what would you maybe gear them towards, or would you talk about what they maybe like, if they like sweet, if they like savory?
Well, everybody knows what barbecue, ketchup, sriracha are. If you like spicy, you like the sriracha. Everything's sweetened with whole fruit, like dates, figs, raisins in some of them. instead of like concentrated juices or things like that. So it's all actual whole food ingredients.
You know, speaking of sriracha, I'll just go to my fridge instead of opening yours.
Got yours.
There is nothing prettier than when you have a tray like this. Because what I love about the sriracha is the bottle because it's just, you can squeeze it, you know.
On everything.
And you just kind of like, woo, you know, you just do it all over the fries. And I do this over Brussels sprouts, and so there's nothing like sriracha fries, let me tell you.
No,
and I don't think your sriracha is that hot. I mean, it is, but...
I purposely made it so it wouldn't harm anyone. It wouldn't scare them off. But yeah.
It's good.
I love it. Yeah, there's definitely been a rush of orders. I can see people really like salad dressings. So I'm glad that we're kind of filling that hole. I mean, it's great to make your own sauces. That's where all these came from. But when you only need a little bit for a plate of potatoes, it can be a little bit onerous to have to make your own sauces from scratch every time.
The shelf life is great. It's 2 years unopened and a long time open if you keep it in the fridge. You have to keep it in the fridge once it's open.
Yeah, they'll last like any condiment in the fridge because they're very shelf stable. So exactly what you might expect from anything else. So they're easy, they last plenty of time. Can't go wrong.
The labels are beautiful. They're just so inviting.
Yeah.
So give it a try, and thanks so much for watching another episode of Weight Loss Wednesday. I make healthy, and in this case, he makes it taste delicious. Take care, everybody. Bye.